Now, with that being said, you brought up Rich Homie Daddy Corey, man, and it's taking me to what's going on now in these streets. I recall when he got shot, that stressed everybody the hell out, okay? Whew. You see what I'm saying? Can you speak to being in the industry, trying to maneuver with real stuff going on behind the scenes, man?
Man, dealing with that situation with Corey, I ain't never talked about that either. I was on the phone with Corey when it happened.
What?
Yeah. So you got to think like that's an emotional thing for me because I coached Quan in high school baseball, right? So I knew of his dad. I did have a relationship with his dad at the time. Then when Quan did his time, I had to end up dealing with his dad.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we started off with a relationship that was like, shit, you Quan, man, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And as we started working together, it's always an honor to be able to have two men that can put their egos aside for the betterment of the situation. And the situation with this was Quan. I love Quan, you love Quan. And I know I can't compare my love to Quan that you have as a father.
Yeah.
But he knows that I love his son.
That's right.
So what we did was, bro, all our personal egos, we put them motherfuckers aside and we started working together heavy. So by the time we got to a point to where somebody felt like they wanted to try to take his life, that shit was so personal to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he called me that morning because we was just going through our little, trying to figure out a lot. We was in that situation we just spoke about, like trying to figure shit out. And he was like, Tay, man, see what it'll take for us to go on and drop a project, independently. This was before this time. So he called me like, figure it out. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna call you right back. Literally. It's about 11 o'clock and 10:30, it's 10:38 a.m. I hung up the phone with him. And man, boy, this shit here rough. Yeah. I hung up the phone with him. Boom. I made a call.
Yeah.
My phone ring back.
Yeah.
It's like Corey.
Yeah.
Going dad. What's up, bro? And his buddy in the shop, one of the younger dude worked in the shop, like, bro, a nigga just walked in here and shot Corey. And I looked at the phone behind. I said, nigga, get the fuck off my phone, nigga.
Damn.
And I could kind of like hear bro like a little bit. I just heard a little. And I'm like, I said, what the hell you just say to me, nigga? And he like, bro, a nigga just walked in here and shot Corey. I dropped the phone, bro. This ain't no bullshit. I had a 98 Tahoe at the time, GMC, well, a Yukon. I grabbed about 5. I grabbed a bag I had with all my stupid guns in them. One thinking, man, I was doing probably 120 to get to that barbershop. And I wasn't thinking they just told me my buddy got shot.
Yeah.
I'm thinking my mind fucked up because I got a switch that a lot of people that know me know is a whole nother side of me. That's why I'm the way I am. And I get to Ford and Industrial on 20 and I call Quan. But at this time, I'm thinking he know. I'm forgetting that I'm super close to Corey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you good? And he like, what you talking about? I'm like, oh, shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to break the news to him, which is like I'm always in them positions to have to do this. You know, I'm always the person telling somebody something. I be thinking they know, which tells me I do be close to people. So, you know, being in that situation, when I got up there to the barbershop, I got there in like 8 minutes from my house. I don't know how the fuck I did it. I live 20-some minutes from there. And when I pulled up, man, I seen 6 white police shirts. That mean the battalion chiefs, whatever they is. Hella ambulance. His buddy Day was standing out there. And I jumped out the car with my gun in my hand, bro. Like, just like on the bullshit.
Yeah.
And they walked over there and they were like, man, that's like his son, his best, you know what I'm saying, buddy. And man, they said he had Grady, you know what I'm saying. We didn't know his state at the time. You know what I'm saying? It was heartbreaking, you know what I'm saying? We didn't know where the hell this shit came from. We didn't know what the hell was going on. We don't bother nobody. It's just a level of successes that you start going through. You're going to bring that inner hate out that we done talked about on the episodes before from people. And that's why I say this industry is so dangerous, because you took a guy that been in the barbershop for 26 years in the same spot in the hood.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody never bothered him. And then the way it looked, his son got successful and somebody walked in there and shot him. He had 6 holes in him. So 4 times, a couple different, you know what I'm saying? So that, you know, that situation was real.
After shit like that, though, Monta, what is it that keeps people going forward in the industry and moving on with their career instead of saying, you know what, I ain't got time for this shit, I'm out.
You know what kept me going, B? What kept me going was looking at the trials and tribulations we've been through. You know, in 2011, we lost Teasy, which was our CEO at the time, and I worked hand in hand with him. So every time something like this happened, as I've always stated, I made a promise to Quan that I was always going to be by his side. And through that, I've taken a lot of bruises, beatings. You understand what I'm saying? Emotionally, physically, all of the above. And when I look him in his eyes, throughout some of this shit, it be like, if I give up, he gonna give up.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you feel like the heart of a situation. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's how I feel. It's like, regardless of how we treat each other, how he treat me, I just stay down for everything. So when Corey got shot, I had to do everything on my own. So we had a show that weekend. Like, we had to go to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Without him, we had a show that was our own book show. Yeah. And I just had to step in and just, you know, keep Quan sane mentally, because Corey did 72 days in the ICU.
ICU 72?
Yeah.
We don't know if he's coming out of ICU when you pass 10 days.
Yeah, so, you know, I went down there to see him a lot. They actually had stopped me from going to see him because every time I walk in there and I see that shit, I just cry. Damn. And it would make him cry. You know what I'm saying?
So you try to kill him with your emotion every 5 minutes.
And this ain't no game. It's like my emotion gonna get. You know, I got that side to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas want to play hard, but I ain't finna cry in the closet.
Exactly.
I ain't crying in the car, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I love and care about you, you
gonna feel it.
You are warranted to see these tears, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I ain't got to play tough.
Exactly.
The tough side is some shit I don't want.
Exactly. That's the Terminator. Okay, this ain't Terminator time. Try to, you know. Okay. Monta, I gotta ask you this then. With the industry being as crazy as it is now, the stuff that you're talking about happened 10 years ago.
Yeah. So what's the question?
So what's new? Is this something new where they talking about artists and just people in the industry being shot and killed every 5 minutes? Or is this something that's a reoccurring theme? And then do you think that this something that will ever be curtailed or stopped?
It will never stop. I ain't gonna never say never. I will say this. I did a podcast recently and I said this.
Talk to me.
What I want to see, and I don't know if I live to see it, but I pray I live to see it, is we stop being jealous of each other in our community. Yeah. If we can learn how to understand that, you know, if you grew up in poverty, you grew up in poverty. It's nobody's fault you grew up in poverty. If we can grow up to understand that I got a Rolex on my wrist, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wear my shit. Yeah. But I got a big old pistol on my hip too.
That's right.
And I'm gonna kill you before I allow you to kill me.
That's right.
And I may try to talk to you, which I've seen. I was in one of my foreign cars some months ago at a gas station over off Chester Bridge. And I seen the little dudes, they get out the car and they walk over. And I walked out the gas station and I said, it ain't even worth it, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And he looking and I said, it ain't worth it. Yeah. Because what I'm going to do, I got the drop on you. Y'all didn't have it on me.
Come on.
And I was, you know, the anger in me because it's like, why we keep doing this shit? But like, I just hit this call. Yeah. Call my lawyer. Cause you trying to go in my car. Yep. But material things ain't worth that. And what I tell our people is, I just did a video on Instagram recently, and I said, why do we have to say, oh, you gotta move a certain way? Why do I have to move a certain way when I have went through all these trials and tribulations in my life and worked my ass off to make a little money to buy me a Rolex? So why I got to go wear a rubber band on my wrist because you don't want to get off your ass and go hustle? I understand that you got to do what you got to do, but the music industry has been one of the most, I'm going to repeat it, it's been one of the most dangerous industries before time, because you taking a select group of people and you automatically feel like, and you know, the cliche on it is they rich.
Yeah.
You could be struggling.
Yeah.
You could be poor, but you got a hit record and you low key and you got some bling on, and that's what they want, the bling. They don't want the plain Jane. You know what I'm saying? They gonna think you got it. So it's like walking around. You know, I'm around here. I'm in the city. I'm everywhere by myself a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do too much of the extra, and this my city. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know me. A lot of people know what come behind me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I stay to myself. But it's dangerous, bro. And do I think it's gonna change? It has the possibility to, but right now it's not. Because even look at that East Coast, look at the PNB Rock situation.
Yeah.
These dudes went online and started saying, "Oh, niggas from the East Coast gotta check in." Like, come on, bro. Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? What that's gonna the triple effect on that from that gonna be now. The Atlanta niggas gonna start saying, "Y'all niggas can't come in our city."
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Then the New York, then it's gonna be a war.
Exactly.
When all we got to do is, if you successful, be successful. It's enough money to put it in the pot and spread the love around, and we all just be cool within what we in, man. So, you know, I pray that one day it can change. But you know, I'm a big advocate and a big old hater of haters.
Come on now.